Hi everyone, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the home buying process and what it entails because a lot of times people are new to buying a home and they're not really sure where to start. Well, you can see here is our website, Move for Free Realty, which is otherwise known as searchandhomes.com, and this is a great place to start. But let's take a step back even more, and I'm going to explain to you why. Really the best place to start is a lender. Now you can go to your banks. You can always go to your banks. Those are always going to be, good, reliable sources. I'm going to tell you who I recommend, and that would be movementmortgage.com. Movement Mortgage is a great company, and the reason I like them is because they can actually close your loan in 8 days. Now, I know some of you will think, well, I don't want to move in 8 days, and I hear you. I understand completely. But remember, we have to be strategic in making an offer to the seller because sellers are still kind of picky. And they are getting multiple offers still. So if that's the case, we have to be strategic in getting your offer accepted. One of the things that Movement Mortgage does is they pre-qualify you to the point where you're fully approved. The collateral, which is the house, just needs to qualify. So the letter that you're going to get actually says pre-approved with the condition of an appraisal. Now, I don't know any other bank that will do that. Most of them they'll take a look at your income and your debt, and then they'll give you and they do all the work afterwards, essentially. And then, so at that point, when you give a letter, it just says pre-qualified. It may say pre-approved, but it's going to be contingent upon a lot of things: employment verification, collection of documents, qualifying the collateral. All kinds of things like that will be in place. And again, from a seller's perspective, because we want your offer to get accepted, from a seller's perspective, that's not really a good qualification letter. There's still a good chance that this could never make it to settlement day. So the better we make your offer look, the more likely we are to get our offer accepted. That's really important. Number two, no seller will ever look at your offer without a pre-approval letter. And I'm going to take it even a step back. Really, you shouldn't even be looking at houses, and I'm going to tell you why. And it's not from a real estate perspective. A lot of times real estate, people who don't know real estate will say, oh, you just want to make sure I'm qualified so you're not wasting your time. No, it's not that at all. I'm actually wanting you to get pre-qualified or pre-approved up front so that we're looking in the right price range so that you're comfortable. I have had it happen to me too many times where buyers will say to me, listen, I am qualified up to $350. And I say, okay, if you say that you're qualified and you're comfortable with $350, I trust you completely. And then what ends up happening is we look at houses that are $350. Then they like one. They want to put an offer on one. And then what ends up happening is they find out the payment is too much or that they're really not qualified. And then I have to start showing them smaller houses. Now, I know, and you should agree, that if you start looking at smaller houses, it's not comparable, and then suddenly the process isn't as enjoyable as it should be. I call that the heartbroken syndrome. I hate heartbroken syndrome. I like all of my clients very, very happy. And again, I know the questions to ask to help you and protect you from these type of scenarios from happening. So just trust your real estate professional when they say it's really best to get a pre-approval. But take it a step further and make sure that you're comfortable with the payments per month that price range would qualify for. So again, if it's a $350,000 house, now if you go do these online calculators, they're going to tell you, oh, the payment is, XYZ. Okay, maybe $2,200, let's just say, for example. But did they include the taxes and insurance? Because you have to remember to add those in, and most mortgage calculators online do not add those in. That's why it's best to just talk to a loan officer and get a total number from them. And if your loan officer is unable to do that, please call me and I will get you one that does. I've never had any problems with Movement Mortgages, which is why I recommend them. And again, this is just taking it a step farther. When you work with someone that a real estate agent has a relationship with, the loan officer is a little bit more attentive because they know that that real estate agent will never recommend them again. Unfortunately, in my 14 years, I've been through over 40 lenders, and that's a lot. And it just shows how many bad ones are out there. Not to say that all of them are bad, but it just shows that a good qualified one is a little bit harder to find. So go ahead and talk to a mortgage professional. Find out what price you qualify for, and don't forget to ask, what would my payments per month be? We don't want you to be house broke. I mean, it's really not a good scenario for you to be in. You want to have vacation money and shopping money, and you want to make sure that you're comfortable at the end of each month. So again, it's important to find out what that payment is. And if you need help in that department, again, I can help you with that. Any of my team can help you with that. So hopefully that's a good step for you guys. Then you want to go over, once you got your price, you can come over to our searchandhomes.com, and you can see here on the very front page, it has a section where you're going to be putting your location. If you have an MLS number, you're allowed to do that as well. And then you can put in your minimum price range, your maximum price range. It's always best to buy on the low end if you can, but at the same time, make sure that your family is comfortable. So click on the search. When you find a home that you like, go ahead and click on the Contact Us button or make an appointment, and we can set you up an appointment that day or whenever is convenient for you. I hope this information helps you, and if you have any more questions, I'm always available and I can answer any questions you have. Thanks so much, and best of luck.